We have some huge updates on Rhodes to the Top, as well as a shot of Brandi, the 2 episodic series with Brandi Rhodes and Cody Rhodes. Now that they have left AEW, what is happening with those shows? Also, in addition to that, AEW has signed a former WWE NXT ref, and we got to talk about Adam Hangman Page having a really nice milestone, but one that is probably very well could likely come to an end soon. We're going to talk about it all in today's video. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and let's just kind of jump into it. So Adam Hangman Page has officially reached over 100 days since winning the World Championship. Now, some people are 50-50 on the booking that Hangman Page has had since becoming champion. While I don't think the booking has been incredibly strong, I think Hangman Page is a fantastic world champion, and I would like to see Hangman Page hold this belt for a lot longer. Now, with that being said, the longest title reign is Kenny Omega, who has held the belt for 346 days, and then Jon Moxley held the belt for 277 days. Chris Jericho actually only held the belt for 182 days. So technically, Hangman Page is not even remotely close to those champions just yet. And also, Hangman Page has the big challenge of defending the belt to Adam Cole at Revolution. Now, this is very unpredictable because some people think it might be too soon for Hangman Page to drop the belt to Adam Cole. Some people think it is time for Adam Cole to win the World Championship in AEW. Now, my prediction is that Hangman Page will walk out as champion, but it's not going to be decisive. It's not going to be a clear win. I could see AEW doing something, I don't know, maybe it involves Kenny Omega coming back from injury. I don't know. Obviously, he's hurt. He's expected to be out for a while. But this idea that Kenny, the Bucks, Hangman Page, Adam Cole, there is a lot of stuff. There's a lot of dynamics between all of these individuals. Plus, you got to throw Red Dragon into the mix and Dark Order. It gets very chaotic. But I could see something happening that prevents Adam Cole from winning the belt. And then, of course, Hangman Page walking out as champion. Maybe this means the Young Bucks turn babyface. I'm not necessarily sure, but I would like to see what this leads to, and I like the fact that it is unpredictable. I actually have been on record for saying I do prefer shorter title reigns. It's not always the most popular opinion, but the reason why is because I think within WWE, AEW, Impact, there's just so many talented wrestlers I want to see win the championship. And obviously, if a guy's holding the belt for 6 years, it's going to be very unlikely that some of my favorites don't win the belt. So it's just kind of like a personal thing, but we'll see kind of what happens there. All right, guys, AEW has announced that Stephen Smith from NXT has officially signed with the company. Stephen Smith, I actually tweeted this out. In all seriousness, I'm incredibly blessed to have the opportunity to be a part of AEW. Big thanks to Tony Khan. It's been an awesome experience, and I hope to be part of their continued success. So for those who are unfamiliar, Stephen Smith was one of the refs at NXT who was let go during the pandemic. Also, in addition to that, we've seen him on AEW Dark Elevation. Now he is full-time with AEW. Now, the reason why I actually want to talk about this is because this actually starts a conversation between referees in WWE and referees in AEW. Now, first of all, let me just say, referees in wrestling are dumb as hell. Like, they get distracted easily. I get it. I'm just obviously bullshitting for a second, but they get distracted easily. Other people are getting involved in the match. The ref gets hurt. The ref bumps. They're out and about, whatever. So I think just in general, referees in wrestling is always going to be a funny thing to me. But one thing that AEW does extremely well with their referees is they give them personality traits. Each referee in AEW has something about them that makes them different from other referees. So that actually plays into the logic of the booking of the matches that you're watching. So some refs are known for, sometimes ignoring countout and ignoring disqualifications and things like that. And other refs in AEW tend to be a little bit more strict. Now, I wish other wrestling companies actually took that approach, like WWE and Impact. I think referees having some sort of personality trait would be really cool. Also, the reason why I think that is significant, and I don't know, obviously with AEW's video game, I can't say for sure whether these referees will be implemented into the game, but I look at it from a video game perspective too. WWE 2K just has generic refs in their game. Perhaps maybe AEW's console game actually has Aubrey Edwards and Stephen Smith and, Paul Turner and whatnot. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because referees having their own traits could also very well dictate your gameplays with a video game. Now, of course, I've always mentioned this. I think referees having their own traits, some people hate it, but I think it just adds another dynamic to the wrestling match specifically. But at the end of the day, I'm really tired of just like ref bumps where they're down for like 20 seconds, another ref comes down, 1, 2, 3, whatever. But it's cool. NXT, NXT lost a lot of people to AEW. This doesn't really hurt AEW's pockets. Also, it doesn't take up a roster spot for AEW. So just want to let you guys know that a former NXT ref is now working for AEW. Now we got to talk about the big stuff. Cody and Brandi Rhodes. We talked a little bit about this before. Now we got some more updates. Fightful published a post just basically giving some clarification on everything we know so far about Cody Rhodes' situation. And Fightful says, despite reports to the contrary, Fightful never gained a confirmation that Rhodes to the Top would be returning for a second season. Despite asking Warner Media, AEW, and TNT numerous times, those we spoke to in AEW have not seen any filming for the program taking place of late. There are hopes that other wrestlers can be featured on reality programs, with Darby Allin being filmed. As of Thursday, Rhodes to the Top has not been canceled, and there is still ongoing discussions regarding the future. A shot of Brandi is still being actively pitched and shopped, which Brandi will retain the rights to. Also, it looks like Brandi Rhodes plans on continuing to pursue in-ring wrestling, as she was spotted training at the Nightmare Factory following news of their departure. Now, based on all of this news and information that we're getting from Fightful, I'm not saying the idea of a work is off the table, but it just really sounds like Cody and Brandi are leaving the company. Now, if you guys haven't watched A Shot of Brandi, it's actually a really successful show on YouTube. And I think, everybody's going to have their own opinions on Cody and Brandi Rhodes. But I have said this. Cody is a mainstream type of guy. He's the guy that's wearing the suits. He's flashy. He makes it all about himself. This sounds very similar to some other people we saw in WWE. Cody Rhodes going the Hollywood brand type of route makes a lot of sense. Rhodes to the Top was a good show because it really highlighted a lot of things behind the scenes of AEW. Now, WWE also has a really big spot with reality TV. For example, look at Ms. and Mrs. Then you got Total Bellas, Total Divas. WWE now just launched a YouTube show with Corey and Carmella, which I think if I'm WWE and if I am bringing in Cody Rhodes and I am not signing Brandi Rhodes for wrestling purposes, look, if I'm WWE, I would start getting my hands on these shows if it's possible, because there's a chance that these shows are not canceled. But if you're WWE and you could put, A Shot of Brandi on YouTube, that's really good for YouTube content purposes, or Peacock, for example. Rhodes to the Top, maybe instead of being on Warner Media and TNT, Rhodes to the Top could very well be a show that is added to USA Network or whatever it may be, E-News. I'm not sure, but I think there's a lot of potential there. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. As of right now, the show is not canceled, but at the same time too, it's a really strange situation. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time.